don't you think that real estate should be part of the life skills for people?
Absolutely. I mean, that's really what I'm doing now. I mean, I it's funny because you mentioned earlier about the whole expense of doing degrees and things, and that's one of the reasons I'm excited about my new challenge, I guess it is, as far as working with an undergraduate population. And really what we're trying to do is actually, we've got a minor approved at the college that literally any major, you don't have to be in the business school, you will have to take some prerequisite business classes like accounting and econ, which are important life skills anyways too, in my mind, but you can actually do a real estate minor, get 4 courses in real estate, so you have a pretty good solid foundation, and you could be doing political science, you could be doing history, you could be doing historic preservation, you could be doing urban studies, or you could be doing some of our business degrees like hospitality, and we have finance and marketing and accounting and supply chain. We're a port city, so we have a supply chain and global logistics program. But the idea is that everybody gets a background in real estate because, like I said earlier, everybody makes decisions in real estate.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're just buying a house.
If you're buying a house and you get married, those are 2 contracts.
Right.
I want to teach a woman's course on real estate because I don't think they understand. We don't, for some reason, early on, teach people about their career and their business life that's going to affect them for their whole life. And real estate and their job are going to
affect you. And again, just buying a house, but also just making a decision to rent an apartment.
Rent an apartment, you've
got a lease, you've got obligations. Or if you get into a business, become a successful business person, you've got potentially retail space if you're selling something. You've got manufacturing
leasing,
space if you're manufacturing. You've got, even if you're doing like services, you've got office space. So I mean, it's incredible how you can get out and do business and not have ever taken.
And the interesting, I like to watch the judge shows sometimes, and if you realize most of their cases are about people renting or owning homes, it somehow ties because they didn't understand what their obligation was.
Right.
So as a society even, we need to have people more advanced in understanding real estate and real estate topics. We do have at NAR, we have several certificates before the graduate program that you can take. Like, I think I'm wearing the badge. We have a certified international real estate expert, and that really teaches you every avenue of owning commercial and residential properties throughout the world. So that's a real good course, but we're now taking parts of that and putting that in our graduate degree so that when our graduate students come online, they really have a solid experience for all these different areas that will affect their life. On the personal side, do you have any hobbies that have helped you remain so energetic? Because I know you always are energetic.
To be honest, real estate, I'm very passionate about it, and so it's a hobby for me as well. I mean, I love, and teaching's a hobby for me too. I mean, it is work. I mean, it's my job, but I don't feel like it's work. Most days and it's my career and it's my passion. And I'm super, I love to turn people onto real estate and how much they can do with it and how they need to be aware and not get themselves into trouble by taking on, say, an adjustable rate mortgage. And then I love to travel, so combining my interest in real estate with, taking it on a global scale, it allows me to travel around the world, and I love being around different cultures and being around different people and again, real estate is something that's transferable. I mean, I remember teaching with a friend of mine at the San Diego program, and I was trying to explain to her my kind of the view of it being much broader than, a lot of people just think of it as just one thing, selling houses, or possibly if you're doing it in the business school, it's a finance related topic and you're going to learn to make loans. And that's it. There's nothing, but she's like, there's no real estate in Africa. And I said, excuse me, you realize what you just said? She goes, well, what do you mean? There's real estate? I was like, well, yeah. Under all is land, and anything that's housed for even for a moment, to me, is real estate. So she's like, oh, okay. I said the TP, anything you think of. I tell my kids all the time because cruise ships, because we've got a big cruise port in
yes, I know,
in Charleston, and I'm like, hey, those cruise ships, that's real estate, and it docks, and it creates money here in town, and creates our economy, or certainly influences our economy.
Absolutely, and people don't realize how real estate is so fundamental to wherever you go in the world.